am. And I look at myself and I think there are things I'd like to improve, and I'm going to work on those too. And as I go through this world, through this long trip, this journey of success, anytime I can be happy, whether I'm being externally valid, in other words, whether you think I'm being successful or not, I can be happy. Because my happiness begins and ends and is 100% an internal thing. It's just me. No one in the world can make me unhappy. Nobody. Nobody in the world can make me happy. Nobody. I don't look to another person ever for my happiness. Now, the only thing you can ever do for a person, the best thing you can do for a person, is encourage them to be happy. Encourage them. Remind them that they can be. Remind them they just have to want it. And then sometimes you'll have to help them out by suggesting that you will help remove what they see as blocking items preventing them from being happy. Oh, if only I could this, if only. You have to help them understand, okay, you know what, we're going to take those things away. Now, feel that happiness? Right? Wouldn't that be great if I could just do this? That happiness, hang on to it because it's real. And all those things you think you need to have to get past, you don't. That's your ego telling you. Your ego is saying to you, oh, no, I need these, I need this. If I don't have this, I won't allow myself to be happy. Now, most of you probably aren't familiar with your ego. You never really talk to your ego. But your ego sure talks to you. As a matter of fact, right now, that little voice inside your head that's listening to every word I'm saying and compartmentalizing it and saying, oh, he's full of shit, or wow, he's right, or whatever. That little voice that every time I bring it up, you'll notice is there. It's not letting you listen to me. It's intercepting everything I'm saying and then packaging it out and putting it where it wants it. That little voice works very, very hard to ensure that nothing changes. That little voice really has a lot of momentum, and it really wants for things to stay the same. Most people would rather fight, maybe die, certainly run the risk of killing in order to prevent having to accept a change in their preconception. Armies are filled with soldiers based on this. Now, a couple of moments ago, I told you guys something that was probably a paradigmatic shift for a lot of you, and that is that women have this nasty trick. They're all taught by their parents that the right thing for them to do is become contract whores. Find their security by finding a man who will assure it for them. I don't know if any of you guys go fishing. One of my favorite jokes. Why do women have pubic hair? Well, to hide the hook. You see, that's why my women all shave. Anyway, on a serious note, one of the things that's quite astonishing is that the men feel, well, if only I can become more valid, if only I can get other people's acceptance by settling down, at least men around me will recognize that I'm strong enough, masculine enough, whatever, to get a wife. So if I can get one, that's great for me. And most of all, I get out of the dating scene. I don't have to worry about picking up girls anymore. And the woman is thinking, wow, every guy I meet is full of shit. Every guy I meet, the first thing he does is he walks up to me and tries to impress me. He either tries to impress me by being distant and distaff and looking at me like I'm not worthwhile, so that I'll have to try and prove myself to him, in which case my thought is, fuck him. Or he comes up to me and he tells me about how great he is. He talks to me about how great he is, and I figure, okay, whatever. All right, let me take a look and see. Here's my little list of what I want in a man. I wrote it up when I was 7. I've been carrying it around ever since. It describes the color of his horse, white. Type of armor, shiny. And every man that walks up to me and tries to be impressive, I look at him and I think, wow, how does he match according to my list of things that I believe I need to have in a man that I would consider my own? And if you're close enough, or if she thinks there's some chance, she'll say, okay, here's my number. Call me up for an audition. I'm casting the role of leading man in my life story. It should be a good role. You'll enjoy it. So you show up and really impress me, and we'll see how that goes. So the guy takes the number, and as Zan suggested, he looks at the number. He doesn't want to seem needy. So he waits a few days because his buddies all said 5 days or whatever it is. And he finally calls, and the girl goes, okay, he's playing games. I can play games. All right. Take me out someplace nice. Maybe I'll like you better on a full stomach. So the man takes the woman out. He takes her out, and he's really got his lines memorized. He knows his routine. He knows exactly what any girl would want him to be in order to decide he's the right man. He knows this because somehow he decided this. In his mind, this is what any girl wants. So he goes through the whole routine. He tells her all about how great he is. And she listens. And she's bored. Because she's heard it all before. Maybe he's kind of cute. And maybe she's kind of bored. But usually she'll say, well, thanks for coming to the audition. Don't call us, we'll call you. Only she says it in the most hateful way of all. She says, I think we should just be friends. And you walk out of there thinking, fuck, I thought I nailed it this time. But the truth is, even though you'd chosen your audition piece and done a great delivery, you didn't satisfy what she needed because you didn't actually find out what she wanted. You went there to show her who you were. And if you're a pickup artist, you've probably had a lot of guys tell you about their great successes with their lines, so you're using someone else's script anyway. And if it doesn't work, you go, shit, that didn't work. Oh, well, I must not have done it very well. So you go back and you try and refine it. But the truth is, any woman you talk to, any woman, will tell you, just be yourself. And you think, what the fuck does that mean? Just be yourself. That's no use. No woman would possibly want me the way I am. I have to be bigger than life in order for her to want me. But you know what, guys? When she says, just be yourself, she's not actually saying, you, as you are, will definitely get a piece of my ass. What she's saying is, please, oh, please, don't pretend to be something you aren't.